Today I am at Burning Man. I have come towards the end of my burn, and I'm making this video for 2020 burners, future burners, and those interested in attending Burning Man in the future. Today we'll be discussing staying grounded at Burning Man. This includes self-care, this includes organization. I'm going to be giving you my top 7 main gems for staying grounded at Burning Man. Making sure that you stay grounded at Burning Man will ensure that you're having a safe time and that you're having a mindful time. And both those things put together, I think, lead to an auspicious time. So let's get into it. The first one is to take notice of your grounding activities and your more high-flying activities. It is to strike a balance between these two types, and for me, I like to err on the more grounding side for activities, but you just want to make sure you strike a balance. So flying activities, what do I mean by that? Flying activities look like going out really late, staying out really late, partying a lot, drinking a lot, which I'm actually not drinking at this burn or right now in my life. That's been very helpful to keep myself grounded. It looks like high intensity activities. So that could even be like workshops that require a lot of emotion and energy. Grounding activities more so look like yoga and getting to bed on time. Activities and workshops that are calming, low energy, body work exchanges, which are really lovely out here. You know that you're in a grounding activity because you feel grounded, you feel in your being, you feel like yourself, and you feel good. My suggestion is to not only do grounding activities out here. I think that's unrealistic, especially, you literally came to Burning Man to burn, but it's to have a balanced burn between your high-flying activities and your grounding activities, and additionally to be aware of how you're exhausting your energy between the two. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, you were out partying and having a blast and just like going wild and high flying, and maybe you are actually flying, I don't know. Maybe for Thursday, you want to have a recovery day or a grounding day, or do a kind of every other type of a day deal. Gem number 6 is routine. So something that grounds me out here is my morning routine. I make sure that every single morning I wake up at a reasonable time. This doesn't have to be you, but I make sure that, I journal a bit and I brush my teeth and I do an entire hygiene routine. I eat breakfast. This kind of instills a certain amount of normalcy into my burn that I feel normal. For you, if you meditate, this could also look like meditating in the morning. I haven't really gotten to meditate out here because somebody didn't offline download their Headspace app meditations, but just remember to do that before you come out. If you have an app for meditation, make sure you offline some of those meditations. I've done a lot of workshops that have put me in a meditative state, so look out for those too. Gem number 5 is to take care of yourself like you were your own child. So if you have problems taking care of yourself back in the outside world, outside of Burning Man, those habits are magnified tremendously. So if it helps, think of yourself as your own child, and what do they need? They need to brush their teeth at least once to twice a day. They need to eat breakfast, they need to keep drinking water, and self-care out here is a matter of life and death. Whereas in the outside world, you can get away with taking care of yourself a bit less. Out here, you really need to be on top of it. It's like no joke. I like to take care of myself by drinking a bunch of water. I like to take care of myself by eating fresh fruits. My camp has fresh fruits, and I always find that to be grounding. Drinking tea and staying hydrated and going to the bathroom when I need to, even though it's like a walk away and like super annoying how far away it is. It's just all part of the burn. Prioritize this one. Prioritize your own self-care before prioritizing like making it to that workshop you really wanted to go to, or getting that free giveaway thing, or going to that party. I've had to miss out on quite a few things being out here just because, like, checking in with myself, checking in with my energy. Is this really what I want to do, or is this what my friends want to do and I actually just really need to sleep right now? And be honest with yourself, be real with yourself, answer those questions honestly. You're not doing anyone a favor by going out when you actually don't want to. If anything, you'll probably end up being an energy drag, and bringing other people's energy down when you need to work on your own energy. So just keep that in mind. Number 4, this doesn't apply to everyone, but don't ignore your shadows out here. If you're having a problem with substances out here, if you're having a problem with friendships or a relationship you're in, don't just ignore that to get through the burn. If anything, you will waste your burn by past issues and problems that are rooted in your shadows, result oftentimes in blow-ups. You really want to sustain yourself out here. So there are some really solid resources. Your camp. See who in your camp you can talk to. A lot of the times camp head is someone you can talk to. And then also there are further resources within the folks of your camps. There might even be people organized who are specifically trained to help out those with a hard time. I know in my camp they're called the Angels. Yeah, don't ignore how you're feeling if you start feeling bad. You obviously don't ignore how you're feeling if you're feeling good. Give the same weight to those darker feelings, and I'd say check out the Zendo Project. The Zendo Project is an offshoot of MAPS. I believe they're the Multidisciplinary Association Psychedelics, something. I'll caption that. And they are out here. They have literally 2 locations. They're open 24/7 for anyone going through a difficult time, whether that's psychedelics and substance related, relationships related, self-related, whatever. Don't ignore that resource. If you're having a tough time, a hard time, they are trained. They are literally the best. A lot of the times when we need to fix things and resolve things, it helps to get help from others, and Burning Man is an environment that's very conducive to helping others and conversely being helped. Gem number 3, keep a tidy tent. A tidy tent is a tidy mind. I have also created a video of a tour of my tent, so please check that out if you haven't seen that yet. I talk about how I keep things organized, how I keep things straight, and why I decorate it the way I do, and all that kind of stuff. Out here, your inner clarity immediately results in your outer clarity. So a ratty, nesty type of pack rat tent, it could result in a serious unease of the mind. And being really messed up on a mix of substances, it can literally result in you physically being lost and not being able to navigate back home to your camp, which can be very dangerous. There's nothing better than having a tent that is clean with a bed made that you can look forward to coming to at the end of every night. And I know that's why I keep my tent as clean as I do. And I know that's why I've been getting as good sleep out here as I've been getting. So yeah, invest in yourself. Take a little time every day to make sure things are to your standards before you hop into your day. Gem number 2, going along with the feeling of getting lost. When we feel lost, that is the least grounding feeling. Feelings like loneliness, abandonment, feelings like literally just being stranded or lost. Those are the most destabilizing feelings to have out here. It becomes really unsustainable to try to have a happy burn. So my solution to this is to keep track of your days I do this by journaling, keeping little notes on my phone, looking at my schedule, and then writing down what I did that day, how I felt, funny things people said, and writing down, like what day it was. So I'm not lost within my days and just like swimming in it and then like boop, the burn's over. Instead, it's like, okay, today's Wednesday. Today I have some big witch energy. Today's going to be my big witch energy night, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a really magical time. Oh, it's Thursday. Thursday is my recovery day. I had a really big night yesterday, and I just want to go out, and I know I want to eat food, and this is the day I'm going to do it, and I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's very grounding when you know all those things. I wouldn't say have heavy expectations for every single thing you want to do and how you want to feel. Just like how we were talking about balancing out grounding days and activities with high-flying days and activities. Keeping track of your days, journaling your days will help you do all that. Lastly, my biggest, number one, hugest tip for a grounded and successful burn is to schedule out your days. Pre-schedule your days as much as you can. So there's the iBurn app. That's the app that I use. This year was called iBurn 2019. And you can literally go in and click in all of the interests and activities and scroll through the day and take notes on what you want to do during each day. If you want to be that organized, schedule out events, schedule out your peak days of energy, schedule out your recovery days, schedule out your rest. Doing it this year, I've had the best energy for this burn because I know I'm going to be I know what I'm going to do. I'm not overwhelmed with like what's there to do right now? And I haven't gotten lost in my days. And that's because I've had a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. And that expectation has really helped me to just blossom out here and has helped me to stay very grounded and not be overwhelmed. At a place where hundreds of things and events are going on at the same time, when you have an idea of what you're going to be doing, you don't get washed over with that wave. And that wave can be paralyzing. It can be like, I wanted to do so much today that I just ended up doing nothing at all. So that is the bulk of what I have to say. If you haven't checked out my tour video, please check that out. I also have videos on what to pack to prepare, and I also have a video on what you can expect if you're a virgin burner. So please check those out too. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for visiting me today at Burning Man for this quick video on staying grounded, and I wish you a grounded burn and a groovy trip.